I'm a retired circus performer, two-time naked and afraid survivalist, but climbing up this, well, I think that part's gonna be really scary.
Yeah, going up
is facing my fears to a whole new level. And to be honest with you, I'm not totally sure. I'm afraid of heights, so let's find out. At the start of the Angels Landing Trail, you wouldn't think that this is the trail responsible for the deaths of over a dozen experienced hikers. Even looking up at the peak from the bottom, it looks doable. And the trail is flat and easy and gorgeous. It's even relaxing. But as you begin to ascend, you start to get a sense of scale. That wall that didn't look so high in the distance begins to become overpowering, and you begin to understand why this is known as one of the deadliest hikes in all of America. So you might be wondering, if it's so deadly and dangerous, and I'm so afraid of heights, why am I even doing this hike in the first place? I'm basically gonna be climbing up the spine of that ridge, which is terrifying. And I'm doing it because, if I'm being honest, I've been really hard on myself recently, and I think sometimes I forget how capable I am, and I'll try to remind myself, but like, my body needs to do it, not my brain. There's times when my brain just won't shut up, and I have to put myself in a situation where I can overcome within reason. You know, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, but this is a whole new level for me of scary. This is climbing up a tiny ridge there as somebody who's afraid of heights. So I'm also out of shape, if I'm being honest, because I just finished my first quarter grad school. So I've been sitting a lot, which adds a layer to the fear and the anxiety. But luckily there's other people here, so hopefully they'll give me some strength, and just being around them should help. 1 mile into the hike, and I'm halfway through the distance, but only less than a third of the way through the altitude or elevation gain this hike is going to ask of me. And I'm almost at the point of no return. Oh God, wow, I'm already feeling it in my thighs. But before I have to face one of my biggest fears, I have to go through Refrigerator Canyon and up 21 switchbacks known as Walter's Wiggles. And now we begin Walter's Wiggles. I am already wiggling and jiggling because I'm a woman in my 30s. 1 switchback down, 20 more to go. Hopefully this will take me out of my head, put me back in my body, because I'm still freaking out. I'm also already quite tired. Almost not even halfway there. Immediately after Walter's Wiggles, these 21 steep switchbacks, you come to the decision point. And it's not just called that for me, it is called that for the thousands of people who try and face their fears every single year on Angels Landing. Because once you pass the decision point, as the name implies, you can't turn around. You go from an ordinary uphill hike to the hike that has killed over a dozen experienced hikers in the United States. You take on the Chains section and Scouts Lookout. You take on one of the deadliest hikes in America. Okay. I'm almost at the point of no return. I'm freaking out. Oh my God, let's take a breather. Which is why they put a friendly park ranger there. Not only to check permits and regulate how many people go on the trail to reduce the risk, but to answer questions like this one. Any advice for people afraid of heights?
Take your time, have fun. If it's ever not fun, just turn back.
Okay.
But yeah, take your time and have fun with it.
Okay, 3 points of contact.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Hands-free.
Thank you. Something about his upbeat manner and reassuring tone makes me feel like I can do this. I can face my fears. So I take the advice I give everybody else. Just sitting down for a second to remind myself of the advice I give other people all the time about facing your fears, which is that you don't have to mentally be bought into going. If you're physically capable, you can do it. Your mind is noisy. Listen to your body. If your body's okay, you're okay. I get my gloves ready so I can grip the chains for dear life as I do the final ascent of Scouts Lookout to the peak. But despite my body being ready and my mind getting as psyched out and prepared as it can, my heart is not in this. I truly just don't have the courage to do this on my own. But luckily, I'm not the only one. And it's thanks to the people I met on this little waiting spot here by the park ranger that I was able to take one step forward and one step out of my comfort zone. I'll like keep pace with you guys if that's okay. And then
All right, let's go. Who's gonna lead?
I'll go in front so you can catch me. How about that? Shoes are tied? Everybody's got their shoes tied?
Yeah.
And just like that, I went from someone on a 1,500-foot cliff face, alone and anxious, to a hiker with friends. In a few seconds, complete strangers turned into a team. We were sharing something really special together and picked up a new friend along the way. What's your name?
Connor.
Connor, I'm Sarah.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Which is good, because we're about to come up to the scariest part of the hike. And right when I need my team the most to get me through this scary experience, this happens. As we reach the thinnest part of the spine, just before a resting area, the wind picks up. I can feel my body being pushed by these big gusts. I can hear the chains in my hands rattling, and all I have as an anchor is Connor in front of me and my two new friends behind me. But when I turn around to look for them,
You are? Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
it's just, okay, don't leave me, Connor. I mean, do whatever you need to do, but please don't go, because I'm scared. Thanks. You're awesome. I don't blame the other two for leaving. I almost did the same thing myself. And if I'm being honest, in a way, I'm glad they left.
Is that the top? No?
Not because I don't like them, but because it showed me something I think we all forget in modern life. You see, in a world where we think to make a difference we need to go viral or make $1 million, hiking with just one person reminded me how a simple act of kindness, a few minutes asking someone if they're okay or giving them a fist bump, can make all the difference in the world. Sometimes you just need a friend to gain your confidence. But the rest of the time, you need the right gear. So to see the 5 items that completely skyrocketed my confidence outdoors, watch this video here. Happy trails.
Yay! He helped me.
Get it.